this guy bowing to me? This guy's bowing down to me. Is it because I have the knowledge that he seeks? That she seeks? Oops. We're going to go to our local occultist, and we're going to talk about how to put codexes of power, aspects, and how to rip aspects from your equipment. If you don't know what an aspect is, Choker of the Dire Whirlwind. Whirlwind's critical strike chance is increased by 6%. For each second, it is channeled up to 18%. So right here, that is the aspect, this stuff in the orange writing. So we can actually put aspects on things, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract the aspect first. So what we can do is put it here. It extracts a version of the aspect. It's actually going to be, oh, well, this one's going to be weaker because it's not on an amulet anymore. But you can see here, amulet power increased by 50%. Two-handed, it increases it by 100%. It'll cost gold. Right now you can't see it because my camera's in the way, but it's 106,000. So we extract that, and it's going to go into our aspect tab. So we have that right here. We go back to imprinting aspects, and then we are able to put this on any of the weapons that we want. So if I was to take this two-hander, and we go to the aspect section, we can slap this in here, and now the aspect will be applied to this two-handed mace. Critical strike chance is increased by 8%, up to 24%. It'll cost Veil Crystals, which right now it'll cost 4, and it costs 23,000 gold. Again, the camera's covering, you guys can't see it. But this is how we would put it on there, and then it becomes a legendary. In this case, a sacred legendary, because the aspect was pulled from a sacred. And now it's on here. We can use it for whatever we want. We could put sockets on it, all that different stuff. You could also put a Codex of Power, which Codex of Powers are obtained from doing the different open world dungeons. So if we were to scroll out, any of these dungeons like these have the Codex of Power. Like this one I haven't gotten yet. So this is the reward. It actually shows you what the dungeon will have. Also, if you want a certain codex, you can go to your collection, Codex of Power, go down to a codex you don't have already, and then you can pin it. So if we pin this, and we go back to open the map, it actually pinned where that dungeon's going to be. So we can go grab that codex if we need that for our build. So for example, if we throw this hat in here, we go Codex of Power, and then we could do Show My Class Only. Then we can look at all of the different ones to put in the helmet. Like for example, if I want to gain 0.25% increased armor for 4 seconds, maybe I want to put this on here. Just keep in mind though that the codex will be the lowest roll of that aspect, because in like any of the drops you get in open world or any of the different content, you can get a higher version of this aspect. This is going to be the lowest roll. So we could put this on here. As you can see here, it can go up to 50%, but in this case we only have 25% because of the Codex of Power. It's going to cost us 2 coiling wards and 12 veiled crystals and 45,000 gold. So you can put that on there, and then we have a legendary helmet with that aspect now in, which in this case is a Codex of Power that we used. We talked about extracting aspects. I have another video on how to craft and salvage sigils, which I can put in the description, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. It's another short video if you want to look over it and you are looking to do some nightmare dungeons. They actually just got buffed yesterday, so they have a lot better XP in it. So if you want to do anything like that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the Affix tab. So in here, these helmets and armor and weapons, any of the gear that you're using, it has basic attack speed, crowd control, duration, maximum life. You can actually switch these out. So if we were to put this one in here, we have the option of core skill damage, damage over time, damage to slowed enemies, basic skill damage. We can switch any of these out that we want. It's going to cost us Fiend Roses, which can be obtained from Hell Tides in the open world. You're going to need Veil Crystals, and you're going to need Forgotten Souls, which these can be used to improve sacred and ancestral items. They are found in Hell Tides as well. So we can pick whatever we want. Let's say like basic skill damage. It's going to cost us 156,000 gold to re-roll this. We enchant. Now we have 3 options. We have no change, which you can't really see that because of the camera again, but that's the only thing you need to see down here. There's 70 strength and then 20% critical strike damage. I'm just going to take the strength, replace the affix, and then if I remove my camera, you guys look at this, 781,000 to re-roll this again, which I'm not going to do it, but it's going to cost more every single time you go for a re-roll to try to get a better affix on it. So just be careful. Sometimes it's just better to go to open world and try to find a better roll, but it's going to get more expensive as you do this. But that's all you're going to need to know for imprinting aspects, extracting them, and re-rolling some of the affixes on your items if you are trying to get like your better stat on your weapons, or some critical strike chance, critical strike damage on any of your armors, like different things like that that you're wanting to re-roll. This is going to be the place to go, the Occultist. So this is the place to do it. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one.